Hi friends, welcome to Hunter Engineering. In this video, we are going to in detail with 7 tools of the Creo parametric software. So let's open the Creo software, click on new. We are in sketch, so click on sketch, give the file name. I will give it as practice 02. I will give it as practice 02. Click on OK. So our sketch window is open. So 7 tools are line, rectangle, circle, arc, ellipse, fillet and chamfer. We are going in detail with the line, rectangle, circle, arc, ellipse, fillet and chamfer. So first one is the line. So first option is the line chain. Click on line chain. It is the simplest method of drawing the line. Click on one point, draw to the another position, click on another point. So our line will be constructed like this. So second option is the line tangent. Means if you are for example, if you are going to create two circles like here, and you are wanted to join the line between the two circles tangentially, so then you can use this line tangent option. Click on the circle circumference and click on another circle circumference. So here line will be tangentially connected to the both these circles. So this is the how the line tangent tool is used. Next is rectangle. So here 4 options are there. First one is the corner rectangle. So let's see how it is used. Corner rectangle means click on one corner of the rectangle and draw the corner to the another end, so your rectangle will be formed. Click on another end, middle mouse button, so give the dimensions. Like I will give it as 10 and 5. So how the first rectangle means corner rectangle tool is used. So second option is in rectangle, slanted rectangle. How it is used? Click on one point, click on another point, the line will be formed. So perpendicular to that line, whole rectangle volume is created. You can fix the width of this rectangle. Click on that, middle mouse button. So you will be asking for the height, give it as 5, width give it as 5 and length between first end of the line to second end of the line of same line. First end of the line to second end of the same line. Give it as 2. See, the angle of projection or angle of creation or angle of this total rectangle is changed. Now I will give it as 10. See, it will not taken because it will exceed the limit. Second option is 3. See how the angle is changed. This is how slanted rectangle option is used. Third one is a center rectangle. Click on that. Click on the center point of the rectangle. Draw the rectangle. Click on end point of the rectangle. See, give the dimensions. I will give it as 7 by 7. See how the middle and end point is created the center rectangle. So this is how a center rectangle tool is used. Next one is the parallelogram. Delete this part. Parallelogram. Same rectangle, but it is created in some different format. The rectangle is created in different shape. See, the first line is fixed, other 3 lines are keeps on changing. Give the dimension, distance between first point to second point of the same line. I will give it as 2. Next one is the length of that fixed line. I will give it as 6. Then angle between the two adjacent lines. I will give it as 110. And next one is the width of this rectangle. I will give it as 10. So see how the parallelogram tool is used. Next one is the circle. In circle there are also 4 options are there. First one is the center and point. How it is used? Click on first option. Click on center point of the circle. Click on end point of the circle, means end position of the circle. Give the diameter. I will give it as 8. See how the center and point option is used. Next one is the concentric. Concentric means within the circle you have to draw this circle. So for the first circle I will use center and point circle. Give the dimension as 3. By using this center and point I will create a concentric circle. Means click on the center point of the first circle, then create a concentric, means same center circle. Again you can add many more number of circles with same center. You can give diameter 5, 8. See how the concentric circle is to be drawn. So next option is 3-point circle. So next option is 3-point circle. Click on 3-point circle tool option. So for 3-point circle option, we have to choose a 3-point, means 1 point, click 2 point and choose a 3rd point. See, middle mouse button. So give the diameter for that. See how the 3-point circle will be created using the 3-point option. Third one is the tangent. To draw the tangent, 3 tangent circle means creating the circle using the 3 tangent lines. So we have to draw the first lines. Then we will go for 3 tangent circle option. So click on first line, click on second line and click on third line. So see how the circle is created using line tangent to this circle. To vary this diameter of the circle, you can change the distance between these lines, like distance between one end of this end of the line to this end of the line. I will give it as 3. See how the diameter of the circle will be changing. This is how 3 tangent circle tool option is used. So next one is the arc. There are also 5 options are there, 5 tools are there. We will go for one by one. We will go one by one. First option is 3 points. Click on first point, second point, and you can choose the dia or radius of the curve. See, you can give the radius 3 and you can give the distance from the center point to the end point of this curve. Second option is center and ends. Click on first point, which is center, and click on end point. So from that point our circle is started. In this option you cannot create a complete 360-degree circle because for creating a circle, here circle option is separately will be there, so it is mainly for creating an arc. So up to 359.5 you can create a arc, 359.5 degree arc. Click on that. You have to give the gap between the two ends of the arc. I will give it as 1. And this radius of the circle, radius of the curve, radius of the arc, I will give it as 2. See how the arc is created. So third option in arc is 3 tangent, which is similar to this 3 tangent circle. So we have to first we have to draw the 3 lines, 1, 2 and 3. Click on 3 tangent arc, click on first arc by clicking on first line, click on second line, click on third line. See how your arc is created by using 3 tangent lines. In this fourth one is the concentric, means similar to the concentric circle. First we have to draw the circle. Next we have to go for concentric arc. For that, click on center point of the circle and outer first point of the arc. Create a arc by drawing the curve up to 300 degree. See how is your arc is created by using concentric arc tool method. So fifth option is the conic, means click on first point, click on second point, you can create a cone, means different shaped curve. You can change the center of curvature, you can change the depth of curvature, you can change the height of the curvature, etc. See how it is created. Give the angle for the first side of the curve. I will give it as 80. Second side of the curve I will give it as 65. And row give it as 2. It is fixed one. If you give the 2 angles, then the row will be fixed one. So all 5 options are we have seen. Next option is the ellipse. Here 2 options is available. First one is axis and ellipse, second one is a center and a axis ellipse. we will go for axis and ellipse. First one, click on first point, click on second point. See, axis is tracing the second point. Then create a volume. You can give the width and height. We'll give it as 2, we'll give it as 4. So our ellipse is created. Second one is the center and axis ellipse. Means click on first point, which is center one. Next, choose the height of the ellipse. Click on some end, then draw a volume of that ellipse. See here, you will be asking for height, width and thickness. 1, 2. You cannot create a 2 here because total width of this ellipse is 1. So you can create here less than 0.5, means 0.45. It is fixed one. 0.4 is a fixed one. Then is a 0.3, 0.02. Otherwise 3. See how your ellipse is created using center and axis ellipse method. So our fifth tool is our sixth tool is the fillet. Our sixth tool is the fillet. Next one is the fillet option. So here 4 options are there: circular fillet, circular trim fillet, elliptical fillet, elliptical trim fillet. How it is used? Let's see. To create a fillet, 2 lines are required, which is connect end by end, which is connected end by end. So first one is the circular fillet. Choose the first line, choose the second line. So your fillet is created. You can change the radius of this fillet. I will give it as 0.5. See, fillet is created. So second option is circular trim. Click on first line, click on second line. I will give it as 0.2. See how the second option is to be used. So our third option is elliptical. Click on first point, means first line, second line. You can create here ellipse by changing the dimensions of width and height of the curve. 0.5 and I will give it as 0.3. Fourth option is elliptical trim. Click on first line, click on second line. See how your arc is created. You can change the dimensions, of course. So next, going to our seventh and last tool is chamfer. Here chamfer trim. So to create the chamfer also we need two end connected lines. Two end connected lines we are needed. So I draw two lines here. Click on first option, chamfer. Click on first line, second line. See, your chamfer is ready. Click the width and height of the chamfer. 0.15 versus 0.1. See how the chamfer is created. Chamfer trim. Same. What is difference? Means in chamfer the axis line means projection of this line and this line is showing, but in chamfer trim the projection of this line and this line is not showing. This is the main difference between the chamfer and chamfer trim. Rest of the things are same. And one more is here you will be asking for angle and height, not width and height. Here you will be asking for angle and height. See, our chamfer is ready. Thank you.